Warning: we are not Japanese, so if we mispronounce any names, we do apologize in advance. This podcast will discuss, in many details, many adult themes that is not for anyone under the age of 18. If you are easily offended or do not want to hear people discuss topics involving sex, taboo topics, and other adult activities with harsh language, you have the option of turning the podcast off now. You have been warned.
Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Outside to Listen. I'm Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving day. I guess I did. I don't know what your family does, but mine's a little bit different for our immediate family. Lately we've been watching movies, just the four of us. What was the last event we had? I can't remember. Point is, last time we watched Bad Boys 3. And so this time, me, seeing almost every movie known to man. So I have a good repertoire of like what's kind of good and what's worth watching. So I was the first one downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
At first I'm like, let me see what's on. Oh, the Washington-Dallas game is on. Let me see a couple snaps of that. It's like, okay, I had enough. Start flipping. Found a movie that's, by the way, it's a free weekend.
Yeah, for
Xfinity.
Yeah, Xfinity and HBO apparently is doing some kind of free weekend or something.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool stuff going on actually right now at that time of recording this.
Yeah. So I found a movie, good 80s classic. So I'm watching it. Eventually, it's like, no. I'm like, we're not watching this. I'm like, fine.
What'd you put on?
Hold on.
Okay.
I want you to guess.
Okay.
So they're.
Oh, I'm more familiar with 90s. I don't know if I can get the 80s movie.
So they're my mom's flipping through it. My brother's flipping through it. Eventually, they said, all right, how about Harry Potter? I'm like, okay. But it wasn't free. You had to pay.
Yeah, you had to pay for it, which is weird because I think it's like TBS or something. Every year does like a marathon run of Harry Potters where they play 1, and then 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, and 3. I'm just like, oh my god! But if you watched it every single day, you would have watched the first movie probably no less than like 13 times.
Yeah, and so you had to rent it. It was like $5. I'm like, I don't know if you guys really want to spend $5 for a 3-hour movie, which I don't think anybody's gonna stay long enough to watch it. It's like, okay, it's like there's nothing like Tenet is not even out yet, so that
yeah, not well, legally,
right? But so we couldn't get that. I'm like, well, we can continue watching this. I'm like, it's like fine. So 80s classic comedy, and I'm the only one who's seen this. And I think at this point we were about 20 minutes in.
Who's in it?
See, if I tell you, it'll give it away.
Okay, what part were you at? I'll ask that if you're 20 minutes in.
What do you mean?
Like, without telling me the characters, what was generally happening in the movie at the 20-minute mark, so I can try and...
Well, that kind of does reveal that, too.
Oh, does it? Okay, so it's pretty obvious. 80s comedy classic. That only Jared would have seen.
I know there's a lot of 80s classics.
There's like a lot of 80s classics, especially for comedy. I can't think of something that not even like your parents would have seen.
All right, he's pretty active today.
Doesn't really help.
Okay.
A lot of comedians came back as the issue.
All right. There was a stand-up comedian who's not around today.
I got nothing. I can't think of like. All right, what were we watching?
Okay.
I can't think of it.
We were watching Bill and Ted: Excellent Adventure.
God damn it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
80s comedy. Yeah. I guess Bill and Ted was in the 80s. Yeah.
So yeah, that was our thing.
I thought that was 90s for some reason.
Well, the sequel was.
Yeah, sequel was 90s, and then the third one was 4 months ago.
Yeah. So that's what I watched during. That's what we watched.
How have your parents not seen that? The fucking movie's awesome.
I don't
Party
know.
on, dudes.
Like my brother never seen him. I mean, he was born in 90.
What?
He was born in 96. So.
Shame. Everyone should at least watch the first Bill and Ted movie. Back when Keanu Reeves was tiny and innocent.
Yeah. And my mom pointed out, I'm like, was he always bow-legged, skinny bow-legged?
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
I guess he was.
Always.
Speaking of which, for those who listened to my last one, it was 4 out of 6 during Survivor Series. 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6.
I was
all right.
I got the first I was 3-0.
Like you're 3-0 for the
right off
first
the
bit.
bat, and then Sasha Banks lost. And
wow, really?
Well, I mean, for the narrative, I guess it makes sense because she lost against Asuka so many times, other than that one time where they baited Kyrie.
Okay. Okay, I guess narratively that makes sense. But...
And then I lost the women's elimination, which I didn't see coming, only because it was funny. They made Lana not tag in. She tagged in forcefully. She tagged in once.
Yeah.
And then somebody, I can't remember who, tagged her out and said, and then Shannon told her, you stay on the stairs for the rest of this freaking match. And it came down to, which I said, the X Factor of SmackDown was Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. And it was a both double count out.
Oh.
And then Lana was the sole survivor.
Huh.
And
interesting. I'll have to watch that. I didn't get a chance.
And you can see me on TV.
What?
Yeah, I was part of the Thunderdome audience.
So you have to watch this now.
So you can see me. Pros and cons for the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I've actually been wondering about that. How many people even partake in the Thunderdome thing? I
don't know, because it's a lot of small things to count.
Okay.
So
my guess is quite a few people then.
So yeah, pro is you get to watch a pay-per-view for free, unless I can't remember when I registered if they ask if you have the network or not.
Yeah.
But if they didn't ask you, then yeah, you could probably watch the pay-per-view for free.
Watch it for free.
Con is you're not seeing it from the perspective of where your monitor is, where you're at.
So it's like a universal feed instead of like where your seat is.
I mean, it is. You get it way earlier than you get it on the network, like maybe 20 seconds.
So it's not like the worst thing on the planet then.
But the same, yes, but also you could be way the fuck up there and not see yourself on TV.
Oh, okay.
So that's the con part. Another con is the time frame that they gave me was 8:15 at this time. At this time, it was the female elimination, which was the second to the last card. I'm like, and they were like halfway through. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, cool. I might get the main event, but still, what the hell? And I totally called Roman Reigns winning, but
I don't think anyone would. If you called the opposite, you're just trying to be like a fucking idiot on purpose, honestly.
And it's funny, like you can hear one of the producers talking in the thing. It's like, all right, like one of the moments was, here comes Roman Reigns, get out those boos and everything like that. Yeah, and it's funny because
we know you hate him.
Yeah, because I'm like, wow, they're really trying to make him, no doubt, a heel.
Yeah.
Like, even though I know he is. Speaking of which, I kind of hate this narrative now. Him as the head of table and only having one cohort being his cousin. So that's just me. So even though there's nothing after this first week, I probably won't give out my pre-match predictions until after next week, because normally the first week after the pay-per-view, you got your, excuses / I told you so's.
Yeah.
Which incidentally, I can't wait. I'm hoping Big E challenges Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental.
Yeah, I think that'd actually be pretty entertaining.
So yeah. Yeah, so look out for that. What else? I think that was about it. You ever watch an anime where you?
Nope, never watched it. Never seen a single anime in my life.
Where well, you didn't let me finish. You ever watch an anime where, like an action one, where you want to see how strong that person was?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I say this is because I'm watching Fire Force.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about Fire Force is the power levels are kind of all over the place.
The only reason why, because I'm watching Death Battle. I forgot which one that sparked this, like, where I suggested, i.e. commented, say, hey, you know what you should do? Have Shira, is that his name? Shinra?
You're asking a guy who can't even recall the names of characters from his favorite anime, so I don't.
Okay. The Devil Firefoot dude. That guy versus Suna from Hitman Reborn. I would love to see that, even though I kind of figure Suna would win, even though I can't remember his power-ups from the last two arcs, because I can't remember what his Cal for the first, Cal does. But just on firepower alone, I think Suna will win.
Yeah.
But again, I'm on episode 6, so who knows? But yeah, I'm hoping they will do that. Maybe.
That'd be cool.
They did do Gray versus Esdeath, so maybe.
Honestly, that was one of the weirder episodes where I'm like, I don't think anyone asked for this, but sure, I'll watch it.
Well, I don't think anybody asked for Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker, but
not a goddamn human being. No one on this fucking planet asked for that. Yet here we are.
How did that get through?
My favorite is they did like Red versus Blue. Finally, I didn't watch it because I just don't care, and I was like,
that was hilarious.
And I was kind of like, after like 8 years, and you finally decided to do that.
I mean,
that's some restraint.
Yeah. It was pretty...
it makes sense because Screw Attack was bought recently by all that, so that makes sense. But even like, I can't imagine there wasn't a single fan who was like, let's do Red versus Blue, and then yeah.
Well, they did Meta versus Caroline.
True.
So.
True. I'll never forget the day the Mitsuru versus what the fuck's her name from Ruby, the dumb ice bitch that no one fucking cares about.
Weiss?
Yeah, versus Weiss. When that came out, I shared that to all my coworkers, and I was like, "Get fucked, Ruby fans!"
Was that before Tifa versus Yang?
That was way after.
Oh, way after?
Yeah, Tifa versus Yang was actually one of the earlier ones they did way before the merger. But people were like, they're two women that punch a lot. Let's do that. And I actually really liked that because they made good points. I was like, yeah, Tifa kind of sucks dick and really doesn't do anything as far as power level goes when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
And it made sense that Yang won. And then when this one won, when Mitsuru won over Weiss, I was like, yes, eat shit, Ruby.
I think the best one I've seen was Deadpool versus Slade.
Yeah, the Deadpool versus Slade one was
good.
Super good.
That was good. The funniest one was Vegeta versus Shadow, and then Deadpool versus Pinkie.
Yeah. One of my, I think it was Deadpool versus My Little Pony. I think was one of them was super funny. That was super good.
And then nobody asked for Rainbow Dash versus Starscream.
Not a goddamn human being.
Nobody asked for that.
But yet here we are.
Nobody asked for that.
I love their April Fool's videos so much. They're so good.
So
actually a really funny one that they did was Chuck Norris versus I can't remember his name.
Oh, it was that Sega dude.
It's the guy that advertised the Sega Saturn all the time.
Who won that one?
I think the universe exploded.
Oh, who won that one?
Sega Saturn.
And I can't believe they did a second part of Superman versus
Goku. Which they had a fine ending in the first place. They're like, they're both as powerful as the narrative wants them to be, so it's literally impossible to judge this, so it doesn't matter.
After that first one, the internet exploded. Like, I
can't
believe Goku lost.
Yeah, people are like, oh my god, I can't believe X lost. I'm like, they made it pretty clear. No one explicitly lost. It's just that they literally can't determine a logical winner.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever.
Insane.
And then they followed up again, and they're like, okay, we're actually going to do this. I'm like, but you had such a good ending last time. You had a great animated fight scene between the two that ended in a great way. It was well choreographed and directed, and the writing was super funny with all the jokes and everything. And then you ruined it with a part 2.
Yeah.
Why? When you had such a good thing. I love Wiz and Boomstick. They're so funny. I love how fucking Boomstick goes between like being super broke and super redneck to actually being woke and almost smarter than Wiz, and it's so funny. They're just not consistent with it at all.
So, as you guys know, we play MOBAs. I'm Smite, and you're more Dota 2.
I play League and Dota 2.
League and Dota 2. All right, so, question. Say you're jungle.
Which game? That'll determine the answer.
Either or.
Okay.
So in general.
Whatever one makes me angrier, so I'll go with League.
Okay. So you're jungle.
Yes.
You just recalled back to your base.
Yes.
Your mid laner is jacking up their mid laner. He's basically at their tower.
Yeah, as is normal.
Okay. He just killed that person, and here comes their jungler. About to basically, just wreck your shit.
Yeah, get a revenge kill. In the Pokemon meta, as we call it.
Okay, and then as you, the jungler, are leaving, your mid laner just died, and so your teammate mid laner just starts pinging the shit out of you, like, "Hey, dude, help! Dude, I'm at the base. What the? So who's at fault?
No one. I mean, that's just the game. I mean, he overextended for a kill, which I'm guaranteeing he was past his minion wave to get, or even if the minion wave was pushed up to the tower, it's more important to get turret platings in League than anything. And in Smite, it's a little bit different, but the concept's the same. Where if you're pushed up past where you have vision and you're secure.
Well, no, he actually had ward out, so he saw
him coming. He saw this coming.
He should have saw it coming.
So that's him then for not having any kind of map awareness. I mean, it's as simple as that. In League, I can only place so many wards. I can only track the jungler so much. If you're just going to sit in lane and farm, that's fine. But when you yell at me because you don't have ward coverage when you've been pushed up the entire time and could have left for 2.5 seconds to go and ward something, not my fault, homie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Especially when I just secured half their jungle and all the river objectives and my own stuff, and I'm at 1/4 health, and if I don't recall, I'm just going to fucking die. So you got to kill mid lane, and then you got punished for it, which you didn't even really get punished for it. You just got revenge killed because you used all your cooldowns. That's the game. You made a calculated risk. The risk didn't pay off. Stop pinging me.
Yeah.
If we lost every objective, and I haven't ganked a single time, and I'm not warding, and I'm barely farming, then I understand you pinging me and being like, yo, bro, help. But if I've secured all the objectives, if I've warded your fucking lane and the enemy jungle, if I've taken the enemy's jungle, and I've helped secure losing lanes and put you even further ahead, and you refuse to leave your lane and not roam and put other people ahead, and you still fucking ping me because they're focusing you because you're clearly the you're clearly the, win condition, what the fuck are you pinging me for?
Yeah.
If you're not smart enough to figure out all of those things and you're so hyper-focused on your own lane, you're not good at the game. Stop pinging me.
Right.
I'm sorry. You're not.
This is the shit I deal with when I'm jungling.
It's ridiculous, and I can't imagine Smite's any better. Like, Smite, I don't fully understand the jungle meta because you guys do have more objectives in the jungle to handle and probably just as much responsibility as far as warding is concerned. But there's nothing no benefit as far as hitting the tower because you don't get bonus gold for that like you do in League right now. So at least I don't think you do.
No.
So
no.
Outside of denying them the last hits, why would you tower dive? I guess deny them XP, which I know levels are super important in Smite, but
yeah, it is.
I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things of you overextended, you died, you pinging me because I'm in base. I'm sorry, should I have stuck around because you chose to turret dive when you didn't have to? Okay.
And this happened 3 times in the same game. I'm like, And every time he dies, like he pings me, I'm like, help! I'm like, dude, I'm
in base,
I'm
literally
in
doing
base,
other things.
or I'm on the other side of the map.
My all-time infuriating moment was I 1v2'd at Dragon, stole the objective and got kills, and then their top laner rode mid and killed the mid laner, and he fucking pings me, and I was like, what are you fucking pinging me for? I just secured us an objective, 2 kills, and I had to recall because I had nothing. I am at 10% health. The top laner pinged me, and you knew there was an objective. I should be pinging your stupid ass for not coming to fucking help me. Yeah. Fuck off.
I keep forgetting to bring my headphones down from upstairs. I mean, I know I have an extra one around here. Like, sometimes it's like not a waste of time.
Yeah, it's like, why?
So,
I don't want to talk to other people in this fucking...
like, shit, man.
That's why when they're like, we introduced voice chat to all our MOBAs, I'm like, no. I don't want to participate. I'm sorry. People are dumb. They're rude, and they're arrogant for no fucking reason. They're shit at the game, and they won't admit it. Yeah. It's simple as that. I know I'm garbage at the game. That's why I don't say stupid shit.
Yeah, I know.
Although, unless you're not following the basics of the game, which if you don't know the basics of the game, fuck off. Like, it's like when I'm playing top lane and I freeze my wave just outside of turret range and they can't do anything, and I recall, my jungler's like, I'll come and help you push the wave. No, I just set that up. I want this here. Stop it. Now I have to re-fucking mess with my lane.
So yeah, that's the type of shit I have to deal with in while I'm jungling. And I keep forgetting to broadcast in some of these games. Because I haven't done it in like a week and a half. Even though I call it Life in a Bronze League, I'm in Silver now, but I'm pretty sure I could still get away with some of these games I play.
Yeah, I forgot what MMR I was at in Dota, but it was getting to the point where I was only playing with like Russians and Chinese people. So I was like, does anyone speak English? Am I alone? And then it just spammed with like Russian and like Chinese, guaranteed mocking me, and I'm just like...
Why?
Why? I just want to communicate with my team and just not deal with spam pings all the time.
Oh, and it sucks because of this crossplay shit. Because you can type shit out, and I'm pretty sure the people who's typing are on PC.
Yeah.
So, and then
because I don't think PS4 has a keyboard attachment like the Xbox 360 used to.
No, they do.
Do they? I haven't seen it.
Or I know they have one for PS3.
Yeah, I know PS3 did, because Xbox 360 did. And that was like my all-time favorite attachment, is you could type a rage message faster than anybody.
I know, because sometimes I'm like moving, I'll see somebody stop moving, I'm like,
you're typing.
Please tell me you're not typing right now.
Please tell me, homie.
I'm like, yep, and there it goes. So, but sometimes it's like he'll just sit there and then he'll go, I'm like, okay, he's not typing. I think he just had to deal with something.
I think he just looked away for a second.
Like, especially when there's an argument and we're losing, and then you just stop. I'm like, do not
type. Do not type. Fuck off.
And then I jack him my.
Then you fucking jack.
Like then I was like, stop. You suck.
Yeah, I try so hard to maintain a positive attitude, but it's like there's just some people you just can't fucking argue with. My all-time least favorite game I ever played with League of Legends was when I was playing bot lane with this really nice Thresh player, and I was playing Sivir. We were playing well in our lane. We were getting fucking ganked over and over, but I was like, okay, not a big deal. Shaco's, moving around the map, at least helping out the solo lanes. And then they just started to rage more and more and more. Like, if there was a fight at Dragon, we obviously couldn't win. Me and Thresh would back off, but do a bunch of damage to harass them. And then Shaco would just go in at, like, 1/10 health and just fucking die, and then spam ping us, and we're like, we weren't going to win the fight. What are you talking about? Like, even if we stayed, we just feed them 3 kills. Like, what are you going on about? And then there was one where, like, I'm sitting in base farming because our base is flooded with minions because we barely won a team fight. Shaco goes out into our jungle to try and get blue. He gets killed because we don't have control of our jungle. And he spam pings me, and I'm like, what did you want me to do?
Wait, do League, I know it's been years, but League gives out free wards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Free wards for the trinket.
Yeah, same with us. Nobody uses it.
Yeah, no one uses it.
Nobody uses it.
And I'm like, why didn't you just stay in base and help me clear minions. Why did you try and leave?
Like,
you know they have full vision in our jungle and they can see you, and you're alone. Like what? You're not ahead. You have 2 items compared to everyone else's 4, and you're spam pinging me. Fuck off.
I think in season 8, I think High Res need to put something in there in like the first 15 minutes. If you die and your free ward's not on cooldown, I think a message need to come up and say, "Did you ward? Did you ward?
I see you have a free ward in your inventory. Did you use it?"
Honestly,
it blows my mind. The game gives you ways to stop junglers, and they just refuse to use it. And they're like, "Man, jungle's so good," or blah blah blah. It's like, you have done nothing in this game with the 40 options at your disposal to try and counter this. What are you bitching about? I hate it so fucking much.
So anyway, that's that's the shit I deal with on Smite, and obviously this is what Matt deals with on LOL.
Yeah, Dota, I don't even fucking jungle or do anything. I'm so glad jungle fell out of the meta. It's not like a real thing anymore.
So wait, what do they do?
It's there's position. There's not like roles you do. It's position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so like 1, 2 will be top lane, 3 will be normally middle, and then 4 and 5 generally go in the bot. But every role does something different. So there's like main carry, off carry, like support, mid, and blah blah blah. Terms change a little bit, but that's generally it. So like the main carry gets most of the farm, and then obviously the support helps. But if the support should actually try and get kills, because you're generally playing a character that if you get ahead in levels, you get really, really nice benefits, and that really just helps snowball. Because carries need items, and like other characters need like levels and like their ability levels to do anything. So it's a little different. The meta is the way you play. It's a little bit different, and like you can go into the jungle and do stuff, but they've nerfed it so much to where it's like, why bother?
Okay, cool. I haven't played Dota because I just played the spin-off of League of Legends. So
yeah.
all right. So moving on to our new segment. I know we brought this up last time.
I was so happy to see this on the chart.
So for a quick reminder, we have a new segment called Simp of the Week.
Yeah.
So our Simp of the Week goes to Eric Beaver at EricBeaver4
on Twitter.
Reason why this, I just recap of on what he posted to some of the, I guess, ladies on Twitter. He does a heavily dose of "As You Wish, My Lady" gifts from Princess Bride.
Yep.
He also really likes to see beautiful smiles.
Mhm.
I've seen that quite often. Here's another one. Cleo Patra at live Cleo Patra. She tweeted out, "Naked outside in the sun, want to join me?" And then there's a little link for OnlyFans, and he replied, "Absolutely, and I'll be happy to rub some suntan lotion on you." No gift, no emoji after that. What else is on here?
So just looking at this dude's profile, 90% of what I'm scrolling through is just retweet if, and a bunch of it is just people who have OnlyFans and shit. Like retweet if you could come shower with me and help wash, and of course this man retweeted. Retweet if you like her big boobs, the man retweeted. Just constant retweets of this shit. I don't even think this guy's tweeted a single original thing by himself.
No, he has. He's food.
Oh yeah,
he's a cook. Apparently, he's a cook. Self-proclaimed.
Right.
So a lot of
Jesus Christ.
So yeah.
Sorry. He did reply. "The stunning young lady is a gorgeous woman now."
Let's see. There's.
I love sugar cookies. What the fuck? I don't want to know what the fucking.
Now, let's
context
see.
of
There
that.
another one from Cleopatra. Officer Panties is ready to search you. He replies, "I have my own nightstick."
Of course you do. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, I feel very bad for this man.
Okay. So
I didn't wanna see that. I'd be on that clit leg and it's a picture of Patrick.
So.
Oh my God, this man.
So yeah, this
man.
So once again, our simp of the week goes to Eric Beaver at Eric Beaver 4.
Do you think this man goes to these girls' wish lists and like buy shit off Amazon for him? He probably does.
There's a lot of people that does.
You're right.
I mean,
maybe we're in the wrong business. Maybe if we just like both work out super heavy and we just like post semi-gay shit on OnlyFans, we can get a lot of shit.
I don't know about maybe a couple, maybe. But I mean, I don't have that time. You
take a photo and you post it.
No, I mean
easy.
No, I'm talking about get into shape.
So think about it this way: not only will you be healthy, but you potentially make a lot of money.
Potentially, yes.
You're getting paid to be healthy.
Yeah, but none of the gyms are open.
Just buy dumbbells. You don't need like a full gym to get healthy.
True, but it helps.
True, but how dare you come at me with logic and answers and workarounds to solutions?
But man, so yeah, if you want to check him out on Twitter.
Honestly, this guy's just kind of a goldmine of people to follow. To be fair, so.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Simp of the week. Love him. Keep trying, homie. Keep going. We salute you.
Well, Matt does.
No, I don't. Get a fucking job. Get a life. Fucking horny bastard.
So.
Also, this guy looks exactly like you would think he would too. By the way, for anyone wondering, go to his account to see if you're right. Play a little drinking game with it.
I wonder if I put that on my. Just type in "simple of the week" and then just tag him. See what happens.
Link him the podcast episode. Let's go.
Let's see what happens.
I'm down for that. I'll face any legal actions.
I don't think there would be.
I don't think this man can afford a lawyer looking at that hairstyle. But.
Okay. So, moving on. Weekend update. So, St. Olaf College urges students not to kiss while having sex due to COVID-19. Now,
I feel like one of those things already breaks the 6-foot rule. So, I'm trying to figure out what kissing has to do with anything.
I don't know. Because, I don't know, maybe they're thinking after you have sex, quickly go wash off, and then you won't have it.
Yeah,
but,
like go shower or some shit.
But if you kiss, obviously that's pretty much already in your system. But still,
I don't know.
I mean, if you're already having sex.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I have to imagine penis inside vagina is probably just as bad as tongue inside mouth.
I mean.
Or lips connecting.
Yeah. But still.
I'm not a genius. I'm not a genius, but just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost as cringeworthy as that one video you see where the two couples in mask are making out. Have you seen that one?
I've seen that, and
I'm like, you're weird. I don't know why you're doing that, and I don't know what sane person will agree to this. Of making out with mask on. I don't see.
Look, I don't kink shame. We've made that very clear. But
I don't even think that's a kink.
I don't even think that's a kink. I think that's just you being fucking weird. So
yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
So my advice is, if you're I don't want want to say...
If you're getting busy and doing the nasty, do the nasty in any way you want.
Yes.
That's how I'm going to put that.
Like, I don't want to sound, I guess, immoral for the people that...
Now, holding hands during sex, if you're not married, that's nasty. Don't do that. None of this premarital hand-holding shit. How lewd of people to hold hands.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, you're gonna have sex. I mean, if you're concerned of getting COVID, either have sex or you don't.
Yeah, you're either banging or you're not. That's how simple this is.
Yeah, I'm like, whether you kiss or not. Yeah. So Spike Lee is going to make a musical, which in itself right there is a little weird, but or has he? No, he hasn't. Spike Lee never done a musical.
No, he hasn't. He's talked about it. Apparently, there was a movie he was making that was going to be a musical, but then the producers were like, no, and so he had to change it.
So now he actually is going through a musical, but this musical is going to be on the founders of Viagra.
Yeah, the article title is misleading. But no, this is about the actual people that created Viagra. So
yeah. I don't know whether to laugh or say, "Oh, cool, Spike Lee's making."
Yeah, Spike Lee's making music. I'll look forward to this kind of weird shit that might happen in this movie.
So, it's a little funny. I don't know if this is gonna be a comedic musical.
I have no idea. It's with Spike Lee, you never know.
You really
you
don't.
Just get what you get.
Yeah. I haven't seen I can't remember the last Spike Lee joint I've seen. I haven't even finished Black Klansman.
Definitely should. Very good.
I've been told it is very good. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Him doing a musical for one.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see it.
Inside Man, that's the last one I've seen.
I've seen it. I don't remember it. And I feel bad about that.
It's the Denzel one, and they're anyway, it's like a heist movie.
Oh, so it's like a okay.
Anyway, yeah. So very interesting. I can't wait to see, how this goes about. I'm hoping it's a musical.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Comedy,
it's gonna be. I'm hoping that it's a musical comedy type thing. That'd be continued to be great.
All right. Next one. A adult film star, very very short adult film star, forgot how to have sex.
Yeah. So there's a little more to it than that. I actually do recommend reading the articles because it's really good. But Lana Rhoades, for anyone who peruses a certain porn website, has more than likely heard of this individual. She is very popular on there. For those of you who don't know, a lot of ex-porn stars fucking hate the industry because it is brutal.
Yeah.
I think using brutal is almost an understatement with how some of these both men and women get affected. So this is a quote from her in the article, and the question was, they don't list the exact question, they kind of summarize it, but the main point was doing porn kind of ruins off-camera sex for person. Very obvious.
Which I could see.
Which I very much see.
Yeah.
So she actually has a really nice normal name, Amara Maple. That is Lana Rhoades' real name for anyone who doesn't know. I actually think that's a really nice name. So a quote from her is, "When I was shooting porn, I didn't have sex with people off camera. My life was all about work. I would wake up every single day and go out and shoot a porn scene. I had no life. I think I'd almost forgotten how to have real sex because it was so staged and mechanical." Simple as that from herself.
Yeah, I mean, because normally when you watch porn, it's mostly directed towards the audience.
Yeah, it's definitely about, the penetration and whatever fantasy they're trying to peruse. And as some people can probably notice, but some people might not, porn is super heavily heavily edited. For those of you who pay attention to it. In a way that, makes it seem, all hunky-dory in one long 45-minute video or however long the fucking video you're doing is. It's absolutely not. Absolutely not that.
Fucking long.
So, but yeah, if you wonder why a lot of these porn stars are leaving the industry and going solo and independent, that's why. When you're independent, you can make your own stuff with people you actually love, so like your husband or wife or whatever the situation may be. You make your own hours obviously, and you choose what kind of porn you get to make. Whereas when you're under contract, it's whatever they decided to make that day, you got to go with, and whatever scenes and positions and actions they decided to go with, you got to go with. Otherwise, you don't get paid. And newsflash, even if you're a super highly rated porn star in a shit ton of movies, you're not making that much.
No, they're not.
Like, I make that comment all the time. They're like, well, they're making a bunch of money. I'm like, have you heard a porn star that left the industry talk about how much money they make? It ain't much.
Yeah. I mean, they make a lot after.
Yeah, and that's where the money comes from, is when they remarket themselves on, like, OnlyFans or Instagram, and, like, they have brand deals and they do all these other projects. That's when they make money because they're recognized from porn. But, like, the actual porn contract itself, it's not much. It's not really that much more than making above minimum wage in some states if you do the math.
Yeah.
And like you get treated like shit. And if you're a dude or a woman, you're working shit hours. You're doing a lot of pretty bad shit. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a real wake up call.
Yeah, it really kind of makes you think, honestly, and that's why I lean more towards the hentai bit instead of, that doesn't make me a better person or anything, but yeah, real porn for quite a while after I learn all these really terrible things like behind the scenes and what these people go through, really makes you think.
Although we're not saying you should go subscribe to OnlyFans.
Yeah, obviously we're not saying go support this brave individual who left the porn industry and made an OnlyFans and went independent. We're not telling you to do anything like that, or we're not saying stop watching normal porn, you terrible people, or anything like that. We're not trying to take any kind of moral high ground there. But I do encourage people to do some kind of research and really try and separate fantasy from reality, because porn addiction and the porn industry has really shaped quite a lot of perspective for people. So, and re-getting that perspective back, it will change your viewpoint on quite a few things. So.
All right, so that's it for the weekend update. On to reviews. All right, the first one is Tsundere Inran Shoujo Sukumi. Hey,
you did it.
All right.
Sure did it.
So in this first one, we have our MC and...
When I saw we were doing this one, I was like, oh boy, Jared's favorite, Tsundere.
Yeah, I know. I know. So in this one, we have your MC who's spying on it's summer vacation, which I think their summer vacations, last not even 2 weeks, right?
So if I'm going off the Persona games, they're like vacations where we normally get like 3 months or like an entire month or like 5 weeks off or something. They get like 2 weeks on average. But they also have more breaks. They have stuff like Golden Week. They also have
but that one's more for studying.
Yeah, that one's more for studying and stuff like that. They also have smaller holidays where they have like half days and they go about and stuff like that. So overall, they still have a lot of time off. But yeah, their like big summer break is like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So anyway, MCs, it's during summer vacation, quote unquote.
Yeah, quote unquote. I don't think that's a great summer vacation.
And so he's spying on the girls' swim team who's practicing in the pool. Eventually, he hears moaning in the changing room. Peeks in. What did you see? Girl masturbating. So I'm, hey.
This bothers me so much in hentai. Like, you are in a public place where there's so much foot traffic, and you're like, I'll just quick rub one out here, no big deal. I'm like, I don't care if you're like. I'm not saying women can't masturbate. I'm just saying don't do it in the fucking locker room.
But right. So why do we need this? Because plot.
Plot. Because
because the story needs to happen.
Yeah.
The story
because the plot needs to happen. Oh, okay.
And so he's, spies on her. Eventually, he makes a noise like, "Who's out there?" Eventually, he.
Not even like mad about the situation. She's just like, "You're not a very nice person, and like I can make this really bad for you." And I'm like, I don't think that's the problem here. I think that's more that he was spying on you. You should probably call the cops.
Yeah. So you know what? Show me your penis, and this and that happens.
That's another thing I fucking hated that day. Like, show me your dick. We'll make this even. I'm like, no. Again, the logical thing here is to whip out your cell phone and call the cops.
Yeah. So they do it. Next day, eventually, a white swimsuit appears. And then, like, hey, I think you look good in this. I'm like, no. And then she went on Soon mode. Yeah. Like, no.
The whole Tsundere mode of, no, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. How could I like someone as gross as you in the middle of doing shit with him? And I'm like, I think you know why you like him.
Yeah. And so this whole series goes on, him finding stuff. Which, I got to say, I'm pretty sure she laid all this shit out.
Yeah, it's not... I don't think they ever say it, or there might be like a little hint at one point where she's like, I've seen this guy before and I like him, or something like that. I'm 90% sure she was like aware he was there and then probably knew she could coerce him into doing this shit, so that's why she was, jacking off in the fucking women's restroom. Despite all her friends being a door open away.
Yeah. So he finds like a lot of shit outside, wandering through school, around the location that they've been doing it, what was it, locker room?
Yeah.
So it was like the top of the school uniform.
Yep.
You have the top of the school uniform. You have your cat ears with.
He just finds all this random shit.
Yeah, he finds all this random shit with cat ears with a tailed butt plug.
Yep.
Like,
around the school.
Yeah, around the school.
Mind you, the school.
Which, like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure she's laying this shit out. But she never addressed it, saying, yeah, I laid this out. I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah, she's like, where'd you get that? Oh, I guess I'll wear it.
Yeah.
It's just
So, eventually, the last portion of this, which was weird. The episode 2, the last scene was, their marriage honeymoon. Yeah,
she's like in a white school swimsuit this time, and she has like a bride's veil, and she's like, "Oh, this was always meant to be. I love you."
Remember that white swimsuit you picked out? You should wear it. And then, oh, that's your tux. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, what? Excuse me?
So this guy's wearing a female white one piece, and that was a little disturbing.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting into fetish levels I'm not okay with.
So if you really like your tsundere...
Yeah, if you like your Japanese school swimsuit mixed with tsundere, mixed with cat girls in school swimsuits, and dudes wearing Japanese women's school swimsuits.
This is right up your alley.
Yeah, go right ahead, you one person out there, I'm sure.
I know there's a lot of JVs that have the sport one piece.
Yeah.
Not bad. Those are actually not that bad.
Yeah, those are actually. Also, on a side note, very cute out swimsuits, by the way. Not even related to porn or anything. Just actually generally cute.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, if you like your one swimsuit one piece. Yeah.
Are we going to the Grand Line? Does that?
No. I thought I said something twice. Did I?
Yeah. You're like, if you like your one piece swimsuit. Oh no, you said one piece swimsuit. Then you said one piece school swimsuit, and I was like, that's the same thing.
But anyway, that was because anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sure. Sure. Check it out. Other than that, like I said, most hentai tsunderes are way different than your anime tsuns.
They're different, but the same. If you've seen one tsundere in hentai, you've seen them all.
Yeah, that is true.
No, I don't like this. Oh no, how could I ever enjoy this with someone like you? Oh no! It's like, shut the fuck up. You wanted it.
All right. Next one is Kansen.
Inyoku no Rensa. So just as a side note, there is a large bit to the Kansen series. We're only covering the first part, which is the first 2 episodes.
So yeah, in this world, there is a massive lust outbreak. Although this is not like Polynesian girls. This is far from it.
No, this is literally just a virus makes you horny.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone be banging.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's so much better than we changed our school system so that the more sex you have, the better your grade is, which we never learned.
No.
Nice, simple, and to the point of why is everyone so horny? They're sick. Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can get along with this. You don't need to explain anything. You just got to say virus. Done and done. Done and done.
Although the weird thing about this, why is there fires out in the streets?
I don't know.
There's multiple fires in the street because of this lust fires.
Yeah, because of I think they use the actual term lust fire. That's not just like fucking around. They never explain that. I don't think. I'm sure later in the series they might. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like those fires are like what causes the virus and like.
No.
Because we know it's a virus, so it's like I don't fucking know. And it's not like the world's collapsed or anything, and there's like riots and war zones in the streets or anything. I don't know.
But somehow there is.
Yeah, but somehow there is just fire.
I'm like, why is there fires? I mean, everybody's just fucking.
Yeah, it's like maybe that's why the fire department's too busy. Fucking.
It's.
If I did have to criticize anything plot-wise of not explaining,
it'd be that.
It'd be the fires.
It'd be that. Because they're not really zombies.
No, they're not. They're just people that get full of lust and have to
also,
fuck.
Another side note. I'm like, why are there fires during a zombie apocalypse?
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck is lighting them.
Because
or why they're still burning after years. Sorry, that's generous. And some of it's just like weeks afterwards. But like, really, that car's still on fire?
Yeah.
Pretty sure its gas is out, and there's nothing left to burn.
So yeah, I've never understood that. But anyway, back to the lust fires. So this is actually 2 different routes for each episode.
Yep.
So the first route is, the big guy has hots for teacher.
Because of course we just got to include an ugly bastard in our semi-post-apocalyptic world.
So he gets his,
Honestly, I'm going to start a fucking petition to ban this fucking tag. I hate it so much. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
But you're going to need it.
No, I'm not. I'm never going to need it.
You need it.
No, I don't. I don't need it.
So yeah.
I go under the tag of scrawny bastard, thank you.
That's everybody. That's everybody. Or that's either you're fat or you're not. I mean, no, you know what I mean. It's either you're under the fat man tag or it's not there. Not there.
You're either the ugly bastard or you're not.
So
there's no in between.
So yeah, he goes off. Apparently, the first one who succumbs to the lust fire is the teacher. Bangs the ugly bastard. And then the other guy comes in. It's like gets what do you get? To job.
Yep.
And then I guess the not class president. It's actually the president of the film club.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to point out something that's like super bad with the writing. One of the main guys, the non-ugly bastard one, is like, it's super obvious why this guy wants to go to the infirmary to see the teacher. And then literally a minute later, he's like, I can't see him doing anything bad around the teacher, despite me saying also a second ago that his type is the teacher. I'm like,
yeah.
I've never seen a man contradict himself that fast. Not since the presidential debates.
I even watch that shit. God, oh my God. I don't. Having horrible flashbacks.
The orange Cheeto doesn't know how to stay on point. Didn't. Sorry.
That week was horrible. The results week was horrible.
Oh, that was me sitting and biting my nails quite a bit.
So yeah. Back to the review.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this.
So yeah. Eventually, both episodes, they both actually have a scene in the nurse's room. Why not?
No nurse though, as far as I can tell.
I mean, it was after school, so.
That's true.
And they all started the same, where they're in the room watching a film, end up in the nurse's room, and then end up on the roof. Yeah.
Because we just had to hit all those hentai school trope locations.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. And then, I mean, although this is a lot better than, no, maybe. I was going to say Polynex Girls again, but then again, I don't know. At least that writing was a lot better than this writing.
At least they didn't pretend like this virus was some actual, like, terrible epidemic or anything like that. They're just like, oh shit, hide your mans, there's the Polynesian girls, and shit, they're here, now we gotta bang.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty much the plot of Polynesian Girls.
Well, I mean, each story was different.
Yeah, each story was a little different.
But I think, I think that was a lot better writing than this.
Yeah.
At least for this first part goes, because, again, it was the same three,
Yeah, the different episodes, like we said, are just kind of offshoots of, like, basically the same plot, just with slightly different girls being the focus. But essentially the same thing happens to all of them. So it's like, why did we even do this? Like, split the, like, plot. Want to just have another episode where you just continue and then include the rest of the female cast? Like, I don't know. I felt that was super pointless.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, we're being so different. It's like, I don't think so.
No, I mean, this is like, when at the first episode, the gates close and it says game over. It made me think this was a game based on the game. It could be. I don't think so.
I don't think it is. The name doesn't ring a bell or anything.
So I would probably, I wouldn't say pass until I've seen the other ones.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to continue along the same pattern, though, where it's like plot A and then like plot B, as in they're just mirrors of each other, but just slightly different.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, as far as like the animation and I guess like the actual scenes, they're fine. They're good. So it's just the plot itself. It was just so unnecessary to be like, what if? Like, who gives a shit? It's hentai. Like, everyone's gonna get a dick inside of them. I already know this. Why are we pretending otherwise?
Yeah, in the first one, they actually had this green-haired girl that just plopped in the series, or excuse me, in the story, and then never addressed.
Yeah,
later.
Never.
It's like she's running from a horny mob. She drops her phone, and that's it.
No, that's it. Like, I think that's supposed to set up like, oh no, everyone's horny, but it's like, yeah, we know.
I know in the second one they actually showed, they mixed it up. They showed the not announcer, news anchor getting raped. Yeah. But that's about it. And then that was the only mix up about this two-part or first part of the series. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe this first one we just don't recommend, but maybe eventually we'll end up recommending them. But we'll see if we end up continuing to review it.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Next one is Tennen Koi-iro Alcohol. Now, with alcohol in the title, you kind of figure there'll be alcohol in the mix of the story. At least at the end of the first one, there was where she got drunk and then,
this isn't like some drunk lovers going at it type situation, which I was very disappointed at. I think that would have been actually really funny. But yeah, it's just a pretty vanilla series between, a couple. There's not like weird shit that happened until the second episode. It's actually really funny in the first one. The first one was actually really funny. It shows you the consequences of what happens when you stay out of the bath too long. He ends up getting sick and she feels bad, and then that leads to more sex. So
I don't.
So it's actually
best cure ever.
It's actually I actually think that's really funny. Or you always see people banging in hentai and they're like, oh no, we're gonna catch a cold if we stay out of the tub too long, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, you might actually, and then nothing happens, and then this one actually is like, oh shit, I'm actually sick.
Yeah. Why is that a trope? I don't understand. I mean, I'm not Japanese. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, it's been proven that like being out in the cold is like an old wives' tale anyway. Like you're not at any more risk to catch the common cold.
Well, I mean, like being in the bath that long, you get a cold from that.
No, being out of the bath for that. So like if you go in and then like get out and without like drying yourself off. Yeah, I feel like that's really more of a Japanese thing, because like that's what you like. Apparently, it's like what you tell your kids if they like, try and run around and like escape and don't want to like do bath time. It's like, well, if you don't stay in the bath, you'll get sick.
Yeah, but it's the same thing when being out in freaking rain.
Yeah, don't ask me, homie.
I'm like, man. I'm like, why is this a thing? I'm like, because I'm like, if I'm, maybe it's their anatomy or I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Stuff like
maybe they just have a different immune system. I have no idea.
Maybe because like if I'm black over there and it's like caught in a rainstorm, I'm like, okay, it's fucking raining. I forgot my umbrella. Yeah. Which is probably an everyday occurrence for me.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those things of like, oh man, like the rainy season is so common. Like there's like literally umbrella racks in some Japanese schools depending on the region. I guarantee I'm that dumbass that would forget it every fucking day of my life.
Like, oh hey, it's raining.
It's like, oh hey, it's raining. Fuck. Time to go, I guess. Fucking run.
It's like, oh, you're gonna catch a cold. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty fine. I'm literally just gonna go home and shower off, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. So, but anyway, and then
anyway, so then the second episode is two completely new characters. So of course it involves a brother and a sister. The brother is a cute little boy, what? Super innocent. Yeah, it's alcohol too.
Oh, there's two parts.
Yeah, there's two parts to it.
No, I was thinking of the second part of it.
Oh no, yeah, the second part of it. I guess we haven't really finished that. Like I said, they have sex when, she's nursing him back to health because she feels bad that he caught a cold because of her. How she didn't catch the cold, I have no idea. And then so the second half of it, I guess if you want to call it, is she's at work.
No. This one's the one, no, he got good grades. The show.
I thought we're talking about the second part of the first episode.
Oh, I went on to the second one.
We can do that. I don't care. I can just summarize the second half of the first episode. Is, she's at work and she's like, oh no, I was going to spend it with my boyfriend, and it kind of hints like, oh no, maybe she's going to have sex with her boss despite being in such a nice relationship. No, her boyfriend just shows up and she bangs him at work, and that's about it. So like I said, a pretty vanilla series that you don't have to worry about if you don't like the whole NTR thing. And then they kind of went off the fucking deep end in this actual second episode. I kind of wanted to see those characters again because they were kind of cute.
They were.
I like them.
I mean, there's vanilla and then there's cute vanilla.
And then there's actually cute, like wholesome vanilla, and this was cute, wholesome vanilla, which is fine. I like it. And then this one, they're like, we didn't hit enough of those fetish buttons there, did we? So you got the cute little brother, and then the older, loving MILF sister, basically. She loves her little brother very much, and she helps him study, and he gets good grades. So of course he needs a reward, and instead of the normal of I should buy him a game, or I should make him his favorite meal, or I should go buy him ice cream. One of any normal thing that a normal person does. You know,
I want to feel your tits.
I want to feel your tits. It's like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, she's basically just like, all right, just say whatever's on your mind, and we'll make it happen. He's like, I really want to feel your tits. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No big deal. And then, one thing leads to another. And they end up banging. And they end up banging quite a lot.
Yeah. And then the second half of this is a little odd. Because Salaryman comes home. He finds his old senpai. Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's senpai.
Just at his door. Say, hey, man, what the hell are you doing here? Sure, come on in. We'll throw back a couple beers.
Yeah, we'll catch up. We'll drink some bit. Not a big deal. And that's where the alcohol finally comes in. Although it came in this, which is weird. It comes in the last half of both of them. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. And they're reminiscing about the last time they banged. A couple years back.
Yeah, they were like a thing, but not really a thing. And then they broke it off due to circumstances. And then the alcohol starts flowing, and they're like, I actually really loved you, and you're like the best, and blah blah blah, and you're so pretty, and they bang again because sure, why not?
And she leaves right the next morning. I don't even know where this is going.
Yeah, she it implies they're gonna be a couple, but really she just wanted a one night stand, basically. He does like
this, or something.
Yeah, or something like that, and it's still implied she leaves. Because, there's a scene where he, grabs her hand, and she's like, oh, that's so sweet. But that's it. She's just like, oops, I'm caught. And then it fades to black. But I'm still pretty much under the impression she just leaves.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when he was grabbing her, he was like...
He's, tired.
Sleep. He was, sleepwalking-ish.
Yeah.
It's like, you should stay here. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that's so sweet. Credits, and I'm like
okay, thanks for that. I love how you open-ended that shit was. So, yeah. Once again, this is a good vanilla series.
Yeah, it's a good vanilla series. You're not gonna run into any weird shit or cheating or anything like that. So,
I would give it a good watch.
I'd give it a watch. It's not bad. It's definitely not a waste of time. So.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Oh God! Normally I check them out. What do they say?
I never check. I didn't check it. I just accidentally scrolled.
Well, it's
down.
I don't read through. I always check the top one or two, just because those are normally decent. Everyone else is just horny on main. Are you talking about the second episode?
Yeah.
All right, let me get to some of these comments. I can't repeat that, but that's pretty good. First dude be like, why my PB hard?
So yeah. I just start checking these comments from now on.
Hold on, let me go to the first episode. What's the top one?
It's funny.
Did anyone else lose it when you shouted, I want to consume your breasts?
So yeah, ow, that hurt. Those are our reviews. Once again, a couple of them give it a good watch. Nothing.
Yeah, Tsundere one is fine. Watch that one. The first series of Kansen can probably skip. And then Tennen Alcohol. Watch it. It's pretty good if you like the vanilla stuff. So.
Yeah. I was gonna mention something, but it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
We just got an email. once again,
yeah, so
from Gamma Entertainment, i.e.
Adult Time.
Adult Time. Seems like
they have forgotten they contacted us.
Oh, I forgot when was the first time they contacted us.
A while ago. I think towards the beginning of the year.
Was it?
No, middle of last year, I think.
I think it was 2019.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, with the same pitch, and I'm pretty sure, like we said, they completely forgot that they contacted us, and so.
And obviously, I don't think they've been following up on any episodes because we've made hints about what our opinion on it is. But
yeah.
We'll see.
So yeah, we're
kind of having an internal debate on if we follow up with them officially or not.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm in the mindset of why not? I think it'd be fun to do. But we might not be able to sway it to where we get paid for it. Which is like the worst part about it is because like if I'm watching that fucking series all the way through, I have to get paid for it.
I'll say yes because other than that series their content is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the website itself actually is good for like a premium website. So we just in case we're not going to go into details of what has been offered or any amounts or anything like that, but viewers would benefit for a while if we were to accept the sponsorship for the couple of episodes that it would be through. So,
yeah.
So okay, so it sounds like we're both in the camp of yes.
Probably only for the
only for the free access.
How long did we have that for? It was
like 3 months before it like shut off access.
It was still good enough time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say we'll do that just for the free access.
Yeah.
But I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, if they agreed to our stipulations of reviewing it, then we'll definitely go through with it. Because I refuse to accept a sponsorship where they like write us a script and like have us like jack off a series that we don't like or anything like that. But, we're gonna retain full rights to say what we want about it is kind of gonna be the bottom line. So if they don't agree to it, then we'll let you guys know. And if they do agree to it, then we'll go through the proper channels and make sure everyone's aware that it's sponsored content and whatever they want us to do and hoops they want us to jump through. So yeah, we'll let you guys know when that all gets decided.
Yeah, all right. Once again, thanks for listening. Look out for, I guess, my TLC match card predictions.
Ooh, and I also had a thought. You know what we should do for Christmas? Or for like the holiday episode when we get towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of focusing just on hentai videos, we should do reviews of our favorite doujins.
Okay, I don't know if I've read any. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have.
You have a shit ton upstairs.
Oh, I'm thinking of like the actual doujins of,
like official doujins of like series and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not doing that.
Okay. Yeah, when was the last time I did that?
Fox's Book Club was a while ago.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
But we'll we'll dedicate it. We'll actually do our probably top 5 or something of that. Kind of talk about that.
Now, are we talking actual physical copies or
either or?
Either or.
Because I don't do physical, I just do the digital stuff. Okay. So I'm a dirty pirate.
Because I actually saved some that I liked.
Yeah. I mean, we can do just a mix. As long as they're available for either digitally for someone to purchase or read online or to purchase physically, I think that should be allowed in the pool.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So, yeah, look for that. Once again, look for my TLC predictions. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks once again for listening to our ramblings of our reviews, hentai reviews, on so forth and so on. I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
Bye.